Oftentimes it is said that milk is good for you. With ads like Got Milk, we are led to believe that milk is full of calcium and will help us grow big and strong. But when did milk become so popular? For centuries, humans have been consuming milk from various animals around the world. Sold in stores, we have goat milk and even buffalo milk. In 1863, French chemist Louis Pasteur invented pasteurization, a process that killed harmful bacteria in drinks and food products. Today, milk production has skyrocketed, cow's milk being the most commonly consumed. Pasteur's discovery of pasteurization led many people to believe that the milk was now magically safe. But there are still things in your glass of milk that you probably didn't know were there. One of these things being pus cells. Yes, pasteurization kills the cells, but it does not remove them. So technically, they're dead pus cells. The USDA has an allowable standard of 75 million pus cells per liter of milk sold in the USA. So, if milk is full of pus, why do we drink it? One of the biggest arguments would be calcium. In a survey of 50 people, many of them were led to believe that cheese had the most calcium than kale or nuts. But this is surprisingly untrue. Actually, kale has more calcium than milk per calorie. In the same survey, I asked what would be more acceptable for an adult to drink. Over 95% answered cow milk, as opposed to human breast milk. I find these results interesting because humans are the only animals which consume the milk of another animal. When asked why it was okay to drink milk from a cow and not another animal, such as possibly a dog or a farmyard pig, or even a horse, people often got angry, stating my questions were stupid and that doesn't make any sense. And I couldn't agree more. Drinking any other animal's milk, including cows, is a question to me. Each animal lactates in order to feed their young. Humans' digestive systems weren't made to handle the complex components of a cow's milk in the first place. I'm sure you all know that humans only have one stomach, very contrary to cows. Cows, on the other hand, have 4 compartments in their stomach. Therefore, the milk that they digest has to go through all those compartments in order to be properly digested. Cow's milk was never intended for humans to consume. I'm not saying that everyone should switch from cow's milk to breast milk, but breast milk is most suitable for infants. Because mothers lactate to feed their own young, humans should lactate to feed their own young as well. In my survey, I asked what would be more acceptable for an infant to drink, and I got extremely different answers from the question regarding adults consuming milk. Almost 100% said human breast milk was more suitable for an infant. Not only are humans the only animal to consume another animal's milk, but they're also the only animal who keeps consuming milk after infancy, often drinking milk up into their elderly years. It comes as no surprise that dairy is such a big part of all of our lives. We're constantly bombarded with positive milk advertisements with our favorite celebrities. The dairy industry spends millions of dollars trying to spread the word about all the good that milk can do. And the dairy industry's use of media actually works. In my survey, a majority of the people really thought that milk was good for them. Also, a majority of the people consumed milk 3 or more times a day. So, the next time you reach for a glass of milk, I hope you think about what it actually does to your body. Thanks for watching.